Okay, so this is where the Sydney Royal Collection is up to. So we're starting to pull it together. We are 4 weeks out now, so things are starting to get serious about being organised. The ponies are both being clipped this week, which is why we need to be organised with our extra warm rugs. And also I need to give myself time to sew. So I've done our custom kerseys. These obviously are not going to be used at home. These are only going to be used at the show. But I'm really, really happy with how this is all coming together. And it also shows that you don't have to go full custom to pull a collection together. So we're all on a budget. And I just wanted to give you an idea of what you can actually do with buying some off-the-shelf pieces and then maybe a couple of custom pieces to tie it all together. To give your collection, a really bespoke look, but you don't have to do every piece bespoke, okay? So as I have gone through in our previous blog, our colours are navy, hot pink, black, and a little bit of silver. So these are the kersey wool rugs that I have finished. Super, super happy with them. They have the beautiful leather chest strap. They have leg straps, and so we've got a 5 foot for G and a 5'6" for Angelo. So they I will show you those on the horse, but I just wanted to show you those in the sewing room at the moment. Now, the other thing that's really exciting is that they pair beautifully with these horses at home rugs, which are super well priced and are literally straight off the shelf. So here I have just a little cotton drill rug. It's a beautiful inky blue color. It has D's for a hood. It has a lovely soft nylon chest strap, which I actually quite like. Has satin in the shoulders. It has everything that you need. It has a little tail flap, Velcro for your tail bag, adjustable leg straps, everything. I think from memory these were about $65. Don't quote me exactly, but really, really reasonably priced. The other thing I love about these rugs is you can buy them in individual pieces. So you don't have to buy a show set. You can buy the hood, the rug, and the towel bag separately. Just another tip, if you are using a towel bag and you can buy them separately, buy 2 or 3, because obviously they are the dirtiest parts of the rug. Particularly when you're at a show, you might float the horse in the towel bag, you turn up, the towel bag's covered in manure, and then you've got nothing for the rest of the time. You go and wash the horse and you've got no towel bag. So great tip there. You can buy towel bags separately. So even if you're buying 1 rug and 1 hood, buy at least 2 towel bags to go with. I haven't bought a hood or a towel bag simply because G is getting a lot of teeth and his little head is kind of a little funny shape at the moment. And I can make towel bags and I have a stack of them pre-made. So in an ordinary, situation, I absolutely would have bought the rug, hood and the towel bag or multiple towel bags. And I possibly will buy those at a later date. But for this particular show and for this particular pony, I'm just after a couple of rugs. So I have purchased the cotton rug. And what I have also purchased, which was an absolute bargain, is this beautiful stable rug. It actually came with its very own neck rug. Just pull it out and show you here. Okay. And I think from memory, it was something like $79 for the lot. It was just the most unbelievable price. It was a clearance, so not all sizes were available, but I did get this in the 5 foot, I think, which is fine as a top rug for G. The cotton I did buy in the 4'9". This is amazing. So just want to go through a couple of tips with these stable rugs, when and where you should use them. They are fantastic in the right scenario. So number 1, they're called stable rugs for a reason. Yes, you might put them on out in the paddock. They're not designed for the paddock, so don't, be upset when they don't work out for you in the paddock. Not designed as a paddock rug, designed as a stable rug. Okay. Second point with them is they are designed to be the top layer. Okay. So they have like a nylon-y sort of finish. And when the horse lays down in the stable, the shavings and the manure and the hay and everything doesn't stick to it. So your beautiful kersey wool rug, like this one, if the horse lays down in the stable, he's going to get up and this is going to be all embedded with shavings and whatnot. So this one you would put on underneath this one, and the cotton would go on as the first layer, okay? So it's a little bit like making a bed. You have your cotton sheets, which you can wash all the time. You have your wool blanket in the middle if you need that extra layer, and you'll have your doona with your fill on the top. Okay, so first point of using this on the top layer is because it actually doesn't stick to things. The second point is that each of these little pads are actually filled with a little polyfill, and so they make this really cute little air pocket, and the air pocket is what actually gives the rug its warmth. Okay, so if you put another rug on top of this one, you're going to squish those air pockets down, and you're going to take that insulating layer away. So you don't need to have as many rugs on, because this one obviously is creating this beautiful warm layer. So it goes on the top because, number one, it repels things, and number two, it actually creates that insulating layer. Now the inside of it is like a taffeta nylon sort of shiny lining as well. So again, you wouldn't put this directly on your horse's coat because it's going to get sweaty, and the cotton obviously absorbs sweat. This is not going to absorb sweat, and it's not the most convenient rug to wash because it's bulky. So again, like as I said, if you're ever unsure when you're rugging, think about what you would put on your bed. So you don't wash your doonas, your actual doona, not the doona cover. You don't wash those, every week, or I don't. You generally wash it at the end of the season, or maybe once mid-season. Your cottons, you can wash cottons every day if you want to. That's the one that's direct to the horse's coat. And again, with your wools, you wash these as least often as possible because it's going to break down the wool. So, maybe once at the end of the season, or if you keep it clean, never. You don't really have to wash these too much. This one, you certainly could wash at the end of the season, bearing in mind it's on the outside. It's getting the most, the most attention, shall we say, from the stable and all the muck. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an insight as to where we are up to with the rugs. Now the other piece that I'm going to make for G and Angelo for Sydney is 2 quarter sheets that are going to be in this exact fabric, but I just want to make sure I get the pattern exactly right. So I've made a little test one out of polar fleece. And this one I made in a 5 foot. So this is just a little straight polar fleece layer. I've done this cute little angle on it. And I'm glad I did make it because I actually found it is a smidge too big for G. So I did make this based on a 5 foot. He really is only a 4'9" at the moment. So I'm going to make up another one in a 4'9". I'm going to do a test one for Angelo in a 5'6". Once I'm happy that they are exactly right, then I will cut into the wool, because obviously the wool is not cheap and I don't want them to be anything but perfect. So that's my test one. I know it's a fancy test one, but hey, if you're going to make something, you make it properly. Do a good job. So that's where I'm up to with that. So the next step is to make some test ones, get those made, and I will do another little vlog on these actually on the pony and go through the layering with you. Okay, that's all. Thank you.